Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sahara Football. It's a fine morning here. We're going to talk about performances of Ghanaian players abroad as usual. I'm your host, Selassie Fiawe, and welcome back. Over the weekend, there were so many amazing fixtures that took place. Most notably Chelsea versus Arsenal, and Arsenal emerging triumphant there, beating the Blues 2-0. Antonio Conte, Mauricio Sarri was really not happy with the win. Stuck it to some of his players, saying they were really difficult to motivate. Also, there was a thrilling encounter between Crystal Palace and Liverpool. Liverpool eventually betting 4-3 winners, and Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Leicester City, with Leicester City losing that game in the dire embers of the game 4-3 also on that day. There were so many amazing fixtures. Spurs 2-1 the game in the last kick of the game. Harry Winks with a 2-1 win against Fulham. It was so many interesting games. There were so many interesting games over the weekend, and the way in which some of them ended was really mind-boggling. And also, Ghanaian player who had been out for a long time, Inkoom, has finally played his first game. It was a club friendly actually, but they won in that game 2-0. They played with Bote Vratsa. His team, as you know, is Dunav Rus. Yes, Dunav Rus. That's where Inkoom is playing currently, and he made his debut in their win against that team. So I'll bring you all of that. And Joseph Aidoo also was in action for Genk, and he won 2-2 in that game eventually. So I'm your host, Selassie Fiawe. As usual, if you're new to the channel, I'll advise you to subscribe to this channel and click the notification bell to get more updates on the channel. So I'll just get right into it and start off with the Premier League. Yes, the English Premier League. Fulham took on Spurs on Sunday, and Dennis Odoi was in there. Dennis Odoi is a Belgian Ghanaian, and he was in defense for Fulham. Now Fulham lost that game 2-1. It was 1-1 before the 92nd minute. I think virtually the last kick of the game. Harry Winks found the vital second goal for Spurs to give them all 3 points. It was really crashing for Dennis Odoi and his teammates, but they couldn't do anything about it, and they lost the game eventually. Remember last week, Dennis Odoi scored an own goal, and this time he couldn't prevent his team from at least getting a point, and it was really sad for him. Last week he also assisted a goal as well, and it was great for them too. So now to my next game, Wolves versus Leicester City. Now Wolves took on Leicester City as the first game of Saturday at 12:30 early kickoff, and wow, my oh my, what a game. Ruben Neves was a revelation for Wolves in that game. He has been a revelation for Wolves this season, and he proved pivotal to their game, to their win. He helped his team beat Leicester City 4-3. A hat-trick from Diogo Jota won it eventually. Diogo Jota scored the winner in the last minute of the game. That was a 90+3 minutes, 93rd minute winner, and that was the game there for Leicester. Leicester City were really abysmal in defense. Wes Morgan was really abysmal. It wasn't a game any of them would want to remember. Daniel Amate, unfortunately, is still not back from injury, and his team, I can see, really need him to get back from that injury that has kept him out for so long. It was quite sad to see, and Leicester City eventually lost that game. And now to my next game, Liverpool versus Crystal Palace. Yes, Liverpool took on Crystal Palace at Anfield, and it was a great game. I really enjoyed this game, especially because of the goals, first of all, and the back and forth. Crystal Palace scored first. Liverpool got back in the game. Liverpool took the lead. Crystal Palace came back, and eventually Sadio Mane's 4th goal proved pivotal. Mohamed Salah scored 2 goals in that game. Sadio Mane with a goal, and also Liverpool won. It was really nerve-wracking if you're a Liverpool fan. And Jordan Ayew of Ghana played 81 minutes in that game. He couldn't get a goal though. Jeffrey Schlupp also came in the 75th minute as a substitute. Also couldn't get a goal or an assist before the game ended 4-3 in favor of Liverpool. They march on towards the title. Let's see how that ends. Remember, Manchester City also won their game on Sunday against Huddersfield Town 3-0. The title race is really on, and the run of games left, I think Liverpool have the most favorable run of games. Yeah, so we'll see how that one goes. Now to my next game, Newcastle took on Cardiff at St James's Park, and sports director Rina, some of them, some people call it. And Christian Achu played the full 90 minutes. His team won 3-0 on that day, and they took the 3 points. I'm really happy for Christian Achu. He was in high spirits ahead of the game. You know, Achu hasn't had a really easy season. He's been criticized for his amateurish finishing against United and against in the FA Cup. He has been blasted a few times this season, but it's been a fairly good season for him so far. We hope he keeps on training hard and doing well, and I know the performances will come. Christian Achu, I know, is a good player. So to my next move to Spain, and Huesca versus Atletico Madrid. Now, Partey played 90 minutes for Atletico Madrid. They thumped Huesca 3-0. Yes, Atletico Madrid thumped Huesca 3-0, and they were winners on that day. Antoine Griezmann was among the goal scorers. Thomas Partey unfortunately could not score any of the goals or assist any, but he helped his team to win that game 3-0. They are sitting second in the league table behind leaders Barcelona, and they are still chasing Barcelona, who won and beat Leganes 3-1 on Sunday. Now Levante took on Real Valladolid. Levante beat Real Valladolid 2-0. Levante beat Real Valladolid 2-0. Unfortunately, Emmanuel Boateng was not in the matchday squad here. He was not included in the matchday squad. Rafael Dramina was in the squad, but he was not used. He was an unused substitute for Levante. Rafael Dramina, you know, he got the tag as one of the worst signings for Levante last summer, and he's fighting his way back into the team. It hasn't been an easy ride for him, and we hope he gets back into the team and gets back into the good names of the coaches, and also gets enough playing time, because that's the only way you can improve, if you have enough playing time. And as a Ghanaian or a foreign player in another land, I think that is all they need right now. Now, Getafe took on Alaves on Friday night, and Mubarak Wakaso was a 65th minute substitute for Alaves, but unfortunately for Wakaso and Deportivo Alaves, they lost 4-0 to Getafe. Yes, they were thumped 4-0 by Getafe, and Wakaso was in that squad that was thumped. As a substitute, albeit as a substitute, he came on and his team were already thumped 4-0. Now I moved to Italy, and Italian football was back in action over the weekend. After a lengthy break, Nicolas Opoku's Udinese took on Parma. Now Nicolas Opoku was in defense for a Udinese, but he couldn't prevent his team from losing 2-1. They lost 2-1 to Parma on the day. Nicolas Opoku there for Ghana. Now Inter Milan took on Sassuolo. You know those in action for Inter: Kojo Asamoah, Alfred Duncan, and Kevin Prince Boateng. Now Kojo Asamoah played full 90 minutes and kept a clean sheet for Inter Milan, so that's a tick on the box for him. A good day at the office. And Kevin Prince Boateng, unfortunately his team couldn't help his team find the back of the net. Alfred Duncan played 73 minutes before he was held off. He was held off injured, and we hope it's not a serious injury. I think it's a minor knock or two, and Alfred Duncan there suffered an injury and was held off at 73 minutes. No, Duncan recently scored a double for Sassuolo before the break, and we hope he continues his fine form. Kevin Prince Boateng just got back from injury, and he has been playing for 2 games running now for Sassuolo. Now to my final game in Italy, and it's Empoli versus Cagliari. Empoli, Afriakwa, played 66 minutes. He played 66 minutes for Empoli in a 2-2 draw with Cagliari. Now Cagliari faced Empoli at home, and he held Empoli to a 2-2 draw. Afriakwa played that game, but his team drew, couldn't take all 3 points. Now finally to Inkoom. Yes, Inkoom, we all know I brought you a story here. Samuel Inkoom is a player who has been searching for a club, and after being banned by FIFA following unpaid fees to his agent, he was banned by FIFA, and FIFA asked him to pay his agent before he came back. So 2 years he was out banned. Now he has finally come back to play football. Yes, over the weekend he made his debut for his club Donev Rus in Bulgaria, and they played in a friendly with Botev Vratsa. They won 2-0 in that game. Donev Rus 2-0. Samuel Inkoom was in defense for them, and he was influential in that game. And he kept a clean sheet, so I think it's a good day at the office for him and his teammates at the back. To my last and final Ghanaian, and it has to do with Joseph Aidoo. Now Joseph Aidoo, as you know, I've talked about him here before, and Joseph Aidoo is a revelation for Genk. Yeah, he's a Genk player, and they won over the weekend 3-2. He has played all 22 games for Genk this season, and Genk took on Saint Trudens. Yes, Saint Trudens, and they won that game 3-2. Joseph Aidoo was in defense for Genk, and he helped them overcome their rivals. So that has been it for today. I've been bringing you performances of Ghanaian players abroad, actions over the weekend. Let me know who you think was the top performer for you over the weekend. Kudos to Samuel Inkoom. We're happy he's finally got some action. It's been great. And Joseph Aidoo should keep waving the flag of Ghana high. That's been it for today, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your day.